Hello, good morning. How are you doing? I'm saying good morning because where I am is morning. I don't know where you are, but wherever you are, I hope you are doing okay. I just had an encounter with a couple. I quickly ran into the car to talk about it with you and know what you think. Okay, I just left a supermarket where I went to buy some groceries. Here we call it provisions. So I went to get some provisions for the weekend, and I met a couple. They were there when I entered. Okay, and we were moving from aisle to aisle, picking stuffs and all that. So we came to an aisle and sort of like jammed ourselves there, if you know what I mean. So we exchanged pleasantries. So the woman just suddenly turned to me and said, madam, can you just look at the price they are selling this thing? Just look at how much they are selling this thing. It's so expensive. Before we were buying it so and so. Now, look at how much they are selling it. It's so expensive. Every time you enter here, they keep on inflating their prices. So I was like, my dear, I've noticed it too. So it means that instead of buying all the things I want to buy, I'll have to cut down and buy, some. Later I can come and pick the others. So we're just talking like that. And the husband was standing there, patiently waiting. So after a time, the woman now turned to the husband and said, guy, why are you just standing there? Don't you know the things we need to buy? Go to the other aisles and pick now. What must you be standing here? I put my finger in my ear, did it like this. I said, I couldn't believe my ears. I looked at the woman and looked at the man. And the man didn't even behave as if, they talked to him anyhow. Meaning that perhaps this guy is already used to being talked to like that by the wife. In public, I was flabbergasted, to say the least. Wow. I kept quiet and I tried to keep my face blank, as if I didn't notice that exchange. So the man wanted to move to go and do what she said now, go to another aisle and be picking whatever they came to pick. She turned to this guy again. Babe, are you going with the list? How will I now remember the things to pick? I said, wow, this must be a unique couple. I said, this must be a unique couple. Imagine that. I didn't like it. So I quickly bade her, farewell and left. But it got me thinking. I just met you people. Not up to 10 minutes or 15 minutes, to say the least. And already you were backing at your husband for no just cause. Lady, you were backing at him as if even a house help, you cannot back at your house help like that. House help, I call them house managers anyway. You cannot back at your house managers like that. Not to talk of your husband. No matter the reason, whether you're older or he's older, he is your husband. You must accord him that respect. Even if you people inside your house, you do smell. Once you come out, you wear your thinking cap and your respecting cap. How can you back at your husband in public like that? And it was so normal, meaning that has been going on for a long time. Yes. I felt embarrassed on the man's behalf. Ooh. Or his befulo. Hey. It was disheartening, to say the least. How could she? And I didn't know how to respond. Of course, I just couldn't just start by, reprimanding her She's not my friend. We just met in a supermarket. So their business cannot be my business. You know what I mean? Unless maybe the man had turned to me to complain, then I would have said something. But he just he stood there and took it all. Absorbed it, normal. He didn't flinch. The first order he moved, the second order he came back. I said, and they don't look, they can't be more than, I don't know. They can't be up to 10 years in marriage the way I looked at them. You know that looks can be deceiving at times, but just saying. And she was backing others, like, even if she's the breadwinner, and so what? Even if she's the breadwinner, maybe she earns more than the man, and so what? Nobody deserves to be backed at like that. Please, women, we should be very mindful. We shouldn't be like, familiarity, breeding contempt in our marriages is not right one bit. We should always respect our husbands, no matter. If he behaves in a way you don't like, call him and talk to him. I always advocate for communication, dialogue, in marriages or between couples. Sit down and talk about your problems. If he does something you don't like, talk to him. If she does something you don't like, talk to her. But you can't come out in public to be airing the way you people live. I wish one of you would have been there to see what I'm talking about. Let it not be that every time she's saying this, every time she's saying that. I wish somebody, one of you, had witnessed it. I'm sure you would have talked. I didn't talk because none of them complained to me. It was like a normal thing for them. So why would I start barging into people's businesses? But I decided to come and talk about it so that other people can learn. And if you are doing it, bikono, zonike. If you're doing it, step it down. If you're, the type that can back others at your husband or talk to him in a way that is disrespectful, one zoike, step it down. Step it down. That's why he will leave the house. He will not want to come back on time or even ever. Some will go to work in the morning. They will stay there and work overtime. Even if he's not paid, he will want to work that overtime so that he will not go home and meet that kind of woman. Some people after work, they will prefer to go and hang out with their friends rather than go home and meet that kind of woman. Some people will go to work, they'll from there travel, call you on the phone. Babe, see, my office said I should. No office said he should do. He just wants to avoid being with you at all costs. So does it make sense? We should always fashion our lips and mouth small when we are talking, especially to our spouses. This also goes for the men. Some men, if you hear the way they talk to their wives, you will say, let me just stay unmarried. Some men talk to their wives anyhow too. Okay? But in all, whether it's coming from the man or it's coming from the woman, it's not right. We should be mindful. Words can kill somebody. Yeah. It's not just when you bring a knife or machete to kill. Words, this tongue. The littlest member in our body, but the strongest. We can use it to kill somebody. That's, you talk to somebody like this, the person will want to go and hang him or herself with this thing. So we should be very mindful. Even parents, the way we talk to our children, that one is another story altogether, safe. We talk to our children as if they are imbeciles. We don't regard them. We just talk anyhow. Biera, onuku, Look at you. You look like your father. You look like your mother. You don't have sense. Who born yourself? Who born you? Where you come from? How you enter my womb? I mean, you hear all sorts of things from parents. So, come here. You do see ka balloon na coconut. You know, you just use abusive words, talk down on them, talk anyhow. But that one is a story of another day. Here I'm talking about husband and wife. I can continue. But I think I've said enough. Okay. Let me go back. You won't believe it. I left my provisions inside that supermarket. I had to run out. I couldn't bear it. I started sweating. Oh. I said, hey, this early morning, is this what I was seeing? I had to leave my provisions there. I kept it beside the clerk there. Told her I was coming. Let me go before they will think I ran away. All right. Please, do have a restful weekend. And happy Easter in advance. See you. You can't tell you. I might still come back. You can never tell for me. I might see something again I want to share with you. So even though I've said bye, it's just for now. I'll see you. Cheers.